Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Old Coin Diaries. Today, we are diving into the fascinating world of one of the most extraordinary Australian treasures, the 1988 $2 coin with no mint mark. This coin has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike, and for good reason. The 1988 $2 coin is not just any ordinary piece of change. It holds a rich history that connects to the introduction of Australia's $2 coin system. In 1988, Australia made a major shift by replacing the $2 banknote with a brand new coin, designed to last longer and represent the nation with pride. The design chosen for the coin was truly iconic. On the obverse side, it carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a timeless symbol of authority and tradition. On the reverse, the coin beautifully depicts an Aboriginal elder with the Southern Cross and native grass trees in the background, a tribute to Australia's cultural heritage and its connection to the land. But what sets the 1988 no mint mark coin apart is its rarity. In the world of numismatics, even the smallest difference, like a missing mint mark, can transform a common coin into a highly desirable collectible. And in this case, the absence of the mint mark makes the coin significantly more special. Every collector knows that rarity is the heartbeat of value. When you hold this coin, you're not just holding a piece of metal. You're holding a slice of history that was produced in limited quantity and has become incredibly hard to find today. That rarity factor makes the 1988 no mint mark $2 coin a genuine treasure. Over the years, these coins have gained a reputation for being some of the most valuable $2 coins in Australia. Collectors hunt for them tirelessly, and when one appears in auctions or private sales, it always creates a buzz. People know that they are not just buying a coin, they are investing in a piece of Australia's national story. The year 1988 itself adds even more significance. It was Australia's bicentenary, marking 200 years since the arrival of the first fleet in 1788. That makes the coin's production year symbolic, strengthening its appeal and adding another layer of historical importance. The absence of a mint mark means that these coins were struck differently, and that detail makes them a must-have in serious collections. It is not simply a coin, it is a variant that only a select few can claim ownership of. Now let's talk about the question on everyone's mind. Just how valuable is the 1988 $2 coin with no mint mark? Reports and collector sales have shown these coins fetching incredible amounts, sometimes crossing the $5,000 mark in top condition. Yes, you heard that right. A coin worth only $2 at face value could be worth thousands today. That massive leap in value is the power of rarity, history, and collector demand. People who understand coins know that the market only grows stronger with time, and rare coins like this continue to appreciate in value. Imagine finding one of these in your old collection, or in a family coin jar. Something so ordinary looking at first glance could actually be your gateway to thousands of dollars. This is the thrill that keeps coin collectors and treasure hunters motivated. Many coin experts believe that coins like the 1988 no mint mark $2 will only get harder to find in the future. As collectors lock them away in their personal collections, availability in the market drops, and naturally, the prices climb even higher. That is why, if you are lucky enough to come across this coin, you must treasure it. Think of it not just as a collectible, but as a long-term investment that carries the weight of history and the promise of future value. The beauty of coin collecting is that it's not only about money. It's about connection to history, culture, and the pride of owning something unique. But with this coin, you get the best of both worlds, emotional satisfaction and financial reward. So, how much can you sell it for? Depending on the condition, pristine examples can bring as much as $7,000 or even more in auctions, while circulated ones still attract strong interest from buyers. The maximum price recorded continues to inspire collectors to search for this legendary piece. This is why the 1988 $2 coin with no mint mark has become one of the shining stars in Australian numismatic history. It is more than just valuable. It is iconic, desirable, and a true testament to how small details create massive value in the world of coins. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are holding one of these coins today, consider yourself incredibly fortunate. You don't just have a coin, you have a key to history, culture, and wealth. Treasure it, protect it, and remember, opportunities like this don't come often. Next up, the 2009 Australian $2 coin without a mint mark. This coin has been gaining attention in the world of collectors, and its growing reputation is a sign that it is destined for greatness in the years to come. The 2009 $2 coin was issued during a time when Australia was continuing to celebrate the success of its decimal currency system. Introduced in 1988, the $2 coin had already established itself as one of the most circulated and recognized denominations in the country. But in 2009, something unusual happened that created a rarity collectors cherish. A batch of coins was struck without the identifying mint mark. A mint mark is like the coin's fingerprint, telling us where it was minted. When that mark is missing, the coin immediately becomes an anomaly, something different from the millions of ordinary ones. This difference is what transforms the 2009 $2 No Mintmark coin into a treasure among everyday change. Its design remains iconic. On one side, we see the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a steady symbol of Australia's monarchy connection and tradition. On the reverse, the Aboriginal elder, surrounded by the Southern Cross constellation and native grasses, reflects the nation's respect for its culture and heritage. This beautiful design, paired with the rarity of no mint mark, makes the coin a powerful collectible. Collectors across Australia and beyond are drawn to coins like these not only because of their beauty, but because of their potential. The absence of the mint mark sets the 2009 issue apart and makes it part of a very small group of valuable modern Australian coins. Now, let's talk about its current value. Right now, in today's coin market, the 2009 No Mintmark $2 coin can sell for several $100s if it is in circulated condition, and in uncirculated, pristine form, it has been reported selling for as much as $1,500. That is already a huge leap from its humble face value of just $2. But here's where things get exciting. Coins like this don't just hold their value. They often grow in value with time. As more collectors compete to add these rarities into their personal collections, fewer and fewer remain available on the open market. Scarcity pushes prices higher, and that's why the 2009 No Mintmark $2 coin has all the hallmarks of a future powerhouse in the numismatic world. Imagine holding a coin today that could, in the years ahead, become worth thousands. We've seen this happen before with other rare Australian coins, and there is every reason to believe the 2009 issue could follow the same path. Collectors who secure them now are essentially planting a seed that will grow in value with each passing year. The 2009 issue is especially important because it sits in a modern era when most people weren't paying attention to their change. That means many of these coins went unnoticed, slipped into circulation, and were spent without a second thought. Only the few that were saved and identified are now becoming the gems of collections. The maximum value of this coin in the future could easily cross $3,000 for top-quality examples, particularly if they are preserved in mint state condition. This isn't just speculation. It's the natural course of how rare coins climb in price over decades. We are at the beginning of that journey with the 2009 No Mintmark $2 coin. Think of it like this. A coin that cost only $2 to spend can potentially bring you thousands of dollars in return. It is not just money, it's an opportunity to own a piece of history that appreciates over time. That is why collectors never let coins like this slip away. The historical background also adds depth to its story. 2009 was a year when Australia continued to push its coins into international recognition. By this time, the $2 coin had already replaced the old banknote, saving the nation millions of dollars in production costs. But within that larger story, the no mint mark variety stands apart like a hidden chapter, a rare mistake that turned into gold for collectors. Every time one of these coins is discovered, it creates excitement in the collecting community. That's because people know just how rare it is to find one, especially in top condition. It is the type of coin that gets passed down from generation to generation, carrying its legacy and value into the future. If you are lucky enough to own one of these coins today, treasure it. Hold on to it, protect it, and understand that you are not just keeping a piece of pocket change. You are holding something that could be worth far more than gold in the years to come. The market for Australian coins has been growing internationally, and collectors from other countries are showing increasing interest in unique issues like the 2009 No Mintmark. This global attention will further fuel demand, ensuring that its value keeps climbing. Today, depending on condition, you can expect to sell it for up to $4,500 in the best grades. But its future is far brighter than that. We are talking about a coin that has the potential to multiply its worth in the years ahead. The journey of its value has only just begun. That is the beauty of coin collecting. It combines history, art, and investment all in one. And the 2009 Australian $2 No Mintmark coin is a shining example of how a small difference creates massive value. So, ladies and gentlemen, keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the power of the coins in your pocket. What seems ordinary today may be the key to extraordinary wealth tomorrow. Next up, the 1985 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark. This coin is surrounded by history, rarity, and extraordinary value that continues to attract collectors from all corners of the world. The Australian $1 coin was first introduced in 1984, replacing the old paper $1 note that had been in circulation since decimal currency began in 1966. The note had become costly to print and wore out quickly, so the government made the decision to introduce a coin that would last longer and save millions of dollars in production costs. The very next year, in 1985, the $1 coin continued its production, but something unique happened. Among the regular issues, there appeared coins that carried no mint mark, and these quickly became a rarity that collectors could not ignore. This missing mint mark is what sets the 1985 no mint mark $1 coin apart, and makes it one of the most valuable coins in Australia's modern history. The coin's reverse design is iconic. It features the mob of roos, a lively group of 5 kangaroos bounding across the surface, designed by the talented Stuart Devlin. This image became instantly recognizable as a symbol of Australia, and even today, it remains one of the most beloved designs in Australian coinage. On the obverse side, the coin carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauff. This portrait was used during the mid-1980s and represents a strong link to Australia's place within the Commonwealth, while also giving the coin a distinguished and timeless appearance. Now let's talk about value. The 1985 $1 coin with no mint mark is not just any ordinary coin. It is highly sought after, and demand for it is massive. Collectors across Australia, and even internationally, want to own a piece of this rarity. Because of its scarcity, the number of people interested in buying it far exceeds the number of coins available. This imbalance between supply and demand is what drives the value sky high. At present, depending on the condition, the 1985 no mint mark $1 coin can fetch anywhere between $1,000 and $2,500. And in pristine, uncirculated condition, there have been records of sales going even higher. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a coin that once carried only a $1 face value is now worth thousands. That is the beauty of numismatics. It is not just about money, it is about the story, the rarity, and the passion behind these coins. The history of its creation adds further depth to its value. In 1985, Australia was still adjusting to the relatively new $1 coin. Production was carried out at both the Canberra Mint and other locations, but coins missing mint marks were either error strikes or special issues that slipped through unnoticed. This small difference created one of the rarest and most desirable coins of that decade. Every collector knows that the 1985 no mint mark dollar is a must-have. It is one of those coins that complete a serious Australian dollar collection. Without it, a collection feels unfinished. That's why buyers are always on the lookout, and why auctions featuring this coin often create intense competition. When we talk about whether its value is high or low, the answer is simple. Its value is high, and it is only getting higher. Rare coins never go down in the long run because collectors know their worth and are willing to pay more to secure them. The 1985 no mint mark $1 coin is a shining example of that. Imagine finding one of these coins in your old stash, or among inherited change. You might think you are holding just another ordinary coin, but in reality, you could be holding a piece worth thousands of dollars. That's the excitement this coin brings to the world of collecting. And what about the future? Experts and collectors agree that the 1985 no mint mark $1 coin has every chance of skyrocketing further in value. As more collectors enter the market, and as fewer coins are available for sale, the maximum price could easily climb to $4,000 or even $6,000 in the years to come. This is why keeping one safe is so important. If you are fortunate enough to own this coin, you must treasure it, store it properly, and understand the incredible opportunity you have. Coins like this don't just preserve wealth, they grow it. Collectors worldwide are always searching for rare pieces like this, and the number of interested buyers is constantly rising. That's why demand will never fade. In fact, it will only intensify, and so will the coin's value. This 1985 treasure is more than just metal. It is a story of Australian history, a story of production, and a story of how a small difference, a missing mint mark, can turn a coin into a priceless collectible. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are lucky enough to come across this coin, you should know that you are holding a rare gem. Its current value is high, its demand is massive, and its future potential is even greater. This is not just a coin, it is an opportunity to be part of numismatic history. So remember, the 1985 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark is not only valuable today, but it will continue to be valuable tomorrow and for many years to come. Treasure it, respect it, and know that you are holding something extraordinary. Next up, the 1995 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark. This coin is more than just change. It is a piece of history, a rarity, and a collector's dream. The Australian $1 coin was first introduced in 1984 to replace the fragile paper $1 note. It quickly became a staple of everyday life, carrying the famous mob of Roos, design that has since become one of the most recognizable symbols of Australian coinage. By 1995, the coin was firmly part of the nation's identity. Millions of $1 coins were struck that year, but among them are the special no mint mark issues that make collectors' hearts race. The absence of a mint mark might seem like a tiny detail, but in the world of numismatics, that small difference transforms the coin from ordinary to extraordinary. The obverse carries the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauff, while the reverse proudly shows the kangaroos by Stuart Devlin. This pairing of iconic design and missing mint mark makes the 1995 $1 coin with no mint mark a rarity that stands out even among other valuable Australian coins. Now let's discuss its history in more detail. The Perth Mint, Royal Australian Mint, and Melbourne Mint have all struck coins with their own identifying marks. A mint mark tells us exactly where a coin was produced, but when it is missing, it indicates either an error or a special run. This makes such coins rare, mysterious, and highly desirable. Collectors love stories, and the 1995 no mint mark coin carries that exact mystery. How many were struck? Why were they released? And why do so few survive in top condition? Questions like these keep collectors searching, and every discovery adds to the legend. So where can you buy this coin? The best places to look are numismatic auctions, specialized coin dealers, and reputable online marketplaces that cater to rare Australian coins. These coins do not often appear in circulation anymore, so the hunt usually takes place in professional collector spaces. And where can you sell it? You can offer it at major coin auctions, approach established dealers, or sell directly to private collectors who are willing to pay premium prices for high-grade examples. Because the demand is strong, you will never be short of interested buyers. Now the big question, how much is it worth? Right now, the 1995 $1 coin with no mint mark can sell for hundreds of dollars in circulated condition. But if you are lucky enough to own one in pristine uncirculated state, its value can climb well into the thousands. Sales have been recorded at over $2,000, and experts believe this is only the beginning. The maximum price this coin can achieve depends on condition, rarity, and buyer demand. But there is every chance that in the future, values could soar past $5,000 as more collectors compete for fewer available examples. That is why this coin must be treated as both a collectible and an investment. So should you keep it? Absolutely yes. This coin is not just a curiosity, it is a long-term asset. Its rarity means it will only grow in value as years pass, and holding on to it now could mean a significant reward in the future. Should it be sealed? Without a doubt. To get the maximum value from your coin, it must be preserved in the best possible condition. Professional grading and sealing in protective holders will keep it safe, prevent wear, and prove its authenticity when it comes time to sell. The beauty of this coin lies not only in its design, but in its scarcity. When something as common as a $1 coin becomes rare, it transforms into treasure. This is what excites collectors and drives up demand in the market. Another reason the 1995 no mint mark coin is so valuable is timing. In the mid-1990s, people were not looking at their change as carefully as collectors do today. Many coins went unnoticed, spent, and lost forever. That makes surviving examples even rarer today. The market for rare Australian coins has been steadily growing, not just within Australia, but worldwide. Collectors from around the globe want a piece of this unique history, and the 1995 $1 coin is exactly the type of rarity that excites them. This coin is more than money. It represents history, craftsmanship, and the surprise is hidden within everyday currency. Owning it means you hold a part of Australian heritage that very few people will ever experience. When you think about its future, the path is clear. With rising demand, shrinking supply, and an ever-growing appreciation for rare eras and varieties, the value of this coin will only climb. It is a perfect example of why collectors say to never underestimate the coins in your pocket. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are fortunate enough to own the 1995 Australian $1 coin with no mint mark, you have a true gem. Keep it, protect it, and remember that what you hold is not just a coin, it is a key to history and wealth. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of Australia's rarest treasures. This has been Old Coin Diaries, where we uncover the hidden value in coins that most people overlook. Stay tuned for more incredible stories, because the next great discovery could be waiting for you.